good faith, and I think what you're saying is that if indeed there are those who partake to it, take it in small doses and in reasonable measure so that you don't lose your senses. So I stand here on that note to really say thank you and to say that this is a great occasion, a momentous occasion, and for those who are listening, I want to assure you that we have heard what you have said. The elections are over. Bishop Mairura is right. Let us hold hands together. Let us walk together. Let us serve the people of Kenya together and put behind us the political intrigues that come before an election. We have a common destiny to serve the people of Kenya. We have a common destiny to revive the economy of this country, and we can work together. So on behalf of the government, I want to assure you that that is going to be our objective. I want to assure the governor of Kakamega that we shall work together with his team so that we can give service to the people in this region. Let us all be a united nation, a united people, so that we can help those who need help most urgently as we go forward. God bless Bishop Sulumeti. God bless the church. God bless Kenya. And let us move forward. And Martha, thank you for coming on this momentous occasion. It is indeed honorable that you are here with us. Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki nyinyi nyote. Asante.
Thank you very much, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, for your kind messages. Allow me now to invite His Excellency the Nuncio to say his word. Excellency, welcome.
My Lord Bishop, Bishop Obanyi, the Bishop of this Diocese of Kakamega, and then of course our jubilant bishops, Emeritus Bishop Philip Sulumeti, the Archbishop of the UK, Bishop Maurice Mahatia Makumba, the other bishops here present, Reverend Fathers, Reverend brothers and sisters, representatives of the civil society, in a special way, of course, His Excellency, the Prime Cabinet Secretary Mudavadi, other authorities of the civil authority, and of course, representatives also of the political parties. My dear brothers in Christ, tumsifu Yesu Kristo, Mungu ni mwema, kwa kila wakati. Now, in the booklet that you have, there is a copy of the letter that the Pope wrote to His Excellency Bishop Sulumeti, and at the end of my speech we will read that again. But first, a very few words about my good friend and, in a sense, father, Emeritus Bishop Sulumeti. You know, it's more or less 3 years that I'm in the country. I arrived in May 2019, and I had seen that name on paper, but I had never met him in reality. And I think it was after the first wave of COVID in 2020 that I met him here in Kakamega. And I still remember it went like this, that he said, "Now, Your Excellency, when I see you and when I hear you, I have to think of Van Dongen, the missionary. You speak like him, and you talk like him, and you walk like him." And that was the beginning of our friendship. each and every time again I meet him, it is as if a history book opens. And he starts to speak about his memories as a young boy, as a man, as a young priest, a seminarian. He is like a living memory of the institution of what the church in Kenya is all about. And in fact, I think it was Bishop Ubanyi who once said we should put a priest next to him with a notebook who will write down everything he says, because there's so much history in that man, so much knowledge, not only about the church, mind you, but also about Kenya, about a church and also about a Kenya of long ago that we cannot even imagine anymore today. He knows about it. He is a living history of what this country and church is all about. Also, what I like a lot about him is, and it was mentioned before, and I like the way Bishop Markadima put it, fatherly care and fatherly discipline, how to put these two things together. Because Bishop Sulimeti is a canon lawyer, like a number of us here are canon lawyers. And what I liked about him, that he has always tried to apply the law. He has always tried to be objective, not about his own opinion, but about what the church teaches and what the church desires. That was the first and only objective of Bishop Philip Sumeti. And that is also what I appreciate very much, this thing about that it's not about me, it's not about my person, it's about the church, it's about the people, it's about the nation, and we are all at service of that. Even him being here today and being now, so to say, out of office since 2014 is the same witness to that service. I know of Bishop Obanyi that since Bishop Obanyi came into the diocese, Bishop Sulimeti never tried to intervene, never tried to manage something in the background. He retreated, respecting the new bishop coming in. And that can only be if you're very well aware of your service, your identity of service to the church and to the country. So Bishop Sulimeti, thank you once again very much for that great witness to all of us. And with that, let us come to the letter that the Holy Father wrote to Bishop Sulimeti. We will first read it in Latin, and I know you all understand that, so there's no problem. And then afterwards, for the very few that do not understand, we will still do it in English. You find it, by the way, on page 3. Venerabili fratri Filippo Sulimeti, Episcopo Emerito Cacomoguensi. Aureum Episcopalis Ordinationis Jubileum Celebranti, Diutinam navitatem diligente et exercitam fraterne nostre caritatis et grati animi officis gratulamur, et studiosam evangelicae veritatis gentibus nunciande sollicitudinem, qua assiduo sapientique ministerio pro Christo eiusque ecclesiae bono in isus et populum Dei verbo et exemplo est comitatus mysteriorum redemptionis dispensator evangelique fidelis preco.